will be able to get the music turned down. I know it gets in the way of my voice because I don't speak very loudly. We already have my name set up. I don't have a farm name yet. We'll figure that out. We're gonna... Let's see. Favorite thing? You know what? My favorite thing is always going to be the same. It's always going to be space. And we can have different colored cats or different types of dogs. Oh man, this is going to be a tough one. I love the kitties. But this dog is so cute. You know what? We're going for a kitty. We're going with this kitty. Wow. This one's tough. I named a bunch of my farms already. If anyone has any suggestions, make sure to put it in the Twitch chat box so I can see it right here on my screen. We are going to be doing the forest farm. That was a suggestion. We're going to be a little tan. We're going to be a dude. His name's Emery. And I always do the same hair. I always do a ponytail, but let's not do that this go around. Let's be a little creative here. Oh, this is so cute. Look at how cute they made him. Oh, look at his little sweater. He's got the skin on it. I'll do that hair. I'm not doing that shirt though. We're gonna find like something cute for little Emery to wear. Hi, Hobo. How come I never made that connection before? I never made the connection between your Twitch name and your other name. So, wow, this whole time. What, does this shirt have an alien on it? Is that really an alien? I love that. We're gonna make little Emery so cute. Oh god, he's adorable. Oh my god, look how cute he is. Wow. Man, I never made that connection. I feel like I'm embarrassed now. And you know what? Guaranteed I'm gonna forget. Oh. Look at how freakishly cute he is. Alright, his pants. Oh, his hair color's gotta be. Okay. Look how freakishly cute he is. He's so cute. Yeah, he's gonna be his pants color. His pants. We're gonna give him jeans. No. Yeah, we're gonna give him jeans. He's so cute. Look at how cute he is. Seriously, like, man, I can't believe I didn't make that connection. In case anyone has not seen Stardew Valley, I will not skip the intro. So you guys can see, you know, what the whole story is. Yeah, Philip, seriously. Okay, what's my farm name? Now you have to give me my farm name. Oh, Verdant Hills Farm. Okay. I see. Yeah, I know the audio's a little too loud. I can't change it until I get in, unfortunately. Because I have to change it in-game, and you can only do that after you're already in. Yeah, rip. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm trying to be, like, kind of loud, but also, like... Because I know I'm normally not loud at all, like, when I'm streaming. I'm loud in real life. I really am. But when I'm streaming, I'm not. So let's get into it so we can... change that stupid music. This is my grandfather. He's dying. I didn't realize he was dying at first. But don't worry, this isn't the last time you see him. Yeah, I'm already crushed by the burden of modern life. Like, let's go to Stardew Valley, guys. There's no pandemic in Stardew Valley. Yo, farming. My bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. Yeah, millennial. I'm ready for this gift now, Grandpa, please. Look at him. He's in his death throes, his little hand. Oh no, let Grandpa rest. This is Walmart. Look at my supervisors. Oh, I ship it. I ship my supervisors. Why would they put a giant terminated on your desk? Like, how just ridiculous is that? Here's my boy. My sweet Emery. You have kept this letter this whole time. The same thing happened to me long ago. Real connections with other people and with nature. Yeah, we going to Stardew Valley. You'll honor the family name. Love, Grandpa. If Lewis is still alive. I love how he says this. Like, if Lewis is still alive. And if you've never played this game, like, if Lewis is still alive, are you kidding me? Like, dude been fucking. Who you want to bone? Oh, yeah. Almost all the townsfolk are down. You can't bone the wizard, which is some buttery BS. And you can't bone Lewis. Like, come on. Although, I have to be real, my one true love is Elliot. So, we're probably romancing either Harvey or Elliot. She's so sweet. I love her. Oh my god, I love Sebastian. He's so cute. Like, but he's such a little goth. I love that about him. Look at me walking in. Oh, I'm so adorable. Look at how cute you guys are. Little Emery. Yeah, we're going ham on this. We're doing community center. We're doing it all. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Very rustic. Yeah. I haven't watched this in a really long time. Oh my god, could you imagine? Like, I can't imagine picking the Walmart version. Like, I've heard of people who like they didn't get this intro and they didn't realize that the box sold stuff. Like, they just sold all of their stuff to Pierre. Alright, alright. Options. Sound. Okay. There we go. There's some seeds. Yeah, choosing the sad ending just to get all the achievements. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough for that. Like, I can't. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day. Oh yeah, good fortune, living off the land. I always do the everything, like, just in case I've forgotten something. Alright, alright. I always make a tiny little garden with all the parsnips at first. Because you have to get, the 5 perfect parsnips in the community center. And I like to just go ham on all of the community center stuff. I like to get it done like really, really quick. And I don't necessarily always manage it. Sometimes I mess up. So, wow, this is so interesting. I really like this setup. Oh yeah, I don't like this. I really like this setup with, is this how I normally have it? With, the trees and whatnot. That's really interesting. Doesn't leave much room to farm. Oops. Oops. Dang it. I'm so used to playing on PC now. I have to like focus. There we go. Alright. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Like, I feel like most of this game is pretty tedious, but that'll give me plenty of opportunity to talk to you guys about our new projects. Of course, they're not really new projects yet. Jasper and Warren has ways to go before we get to new projects. Like, we have to do quite a bit more. But, you know, it never hurts to be prepared. Oh, that's a cauliflower. We're doing so good. Hello. I'm so excited. Just gonna chop down some trees. I'm so excited. Yay! Finally managed to log into Twitch. You know, I really like Twitch for some things. Other stuff, not so much. Our next project is going to be a continuation of Hobo's priest prompt, which that's always fun. Everybody loves a good priest fic. And honestly, I wasn't like super sold on doing a priest fic until Reaper Sun had a bunch of priest stuff recently in her Patreon stuff, and I was like, you know what? That's hot. That's like real hot. That's like the good shit. So, so I went off and, you know, obviously just went ham on that, because who doesn't like a good priest fic? To be honest. Reaper makes such hot shit. Like I only follow 2 artists on Patreon, mostly because I only do top tier Patreon stuff. Like I don't half-ass anything. I whole-ass one thing. So I like to get everything that I possibly can, especially when it comes to adult artists. I'm just saying hi to everyone, going around. I have 500 gold, so we're gonna get... Can we get anything important? No, we can't. So let's do 2 of these. Let's do... one of these. Let's do potato. I don't have that much. I don't have any money. Let's do one of these. I don't have any money. And the rest of it's gonna be this. Okay, now I don't have any money. We're good. We maximize that. Yeah, Reaper makes really hot shit. And there was one recently that was just like really, it was really hot. So, and it was priest kink. So we've gotta just kind of capitalize on what we can do with that, because I really like the priest kink. All right, let's see. All right, we're doing beans. Alrighty. I don't have a lot of... I'm gonna do a potato. I'm gonna do these. I'm really gonna run it down to the wire here. Because I can't make field snacks quite yet. So our premise for priest fic is essentially, if you haven't read the priest prompt, just go through the prompt tags on Patreon if you are a $2 patron, and go down to priest, and also priest part 2. That's the one with the smut in it. And Grayson is our priest. He's very cute. I've decided that he's going to have an aspect to him that I did not write into the prompts. He's gonna have kind of like a darker. We're gonna kind of reimagine his background. He's gonna be an immigrant. We're gonna have him come from somewhere else. He already has an not an Italian, an Irish last name, I think. So he's definitely gonna have come from somewhere. And I think I'm gonna cover him in tattoos because I really like that. I think I want to give him a dark, very non-priest-like background. I think that'll make him kind of an interesting character. Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna be covered in tattoos. I want him to be like, when he takes off that cassock, I want him to be like, it's gonna be totally, completely obvious that, you know, he's not been very priestly in his past. And I really want Siler, the our Omega prostitute, to be able to like pick up on this really quickly. And wait, I think Elliot hangs out down here sometimes. Maybe that's during the summer. I think it's during the summer. Yo, Elliot's my babe. So I'd really like. Oh, there he is. Ah, my baby. Oh, darling, light of my life. I love you and I'm gonna marry you. Okay, all right. So I'm glad we're getting into this. Like, I'm glad you guys like that concept, because I'm really digging the whole idea of like giving him like kind of this dark past and like making him they're super pure. Yeah, they're trying to be good, and I really want to give him like a serious a very serious reason to be good, where like his life was saved by another priest. Oh, I want to say hi to you guys. Wait. Hi, Sam. Does anybody romance Sam? Like, I can't imagine romancing Sam. Oh, there's Alex. Gotta say hi to him. His life was saved by, you know, some other priest, and like this priest, you know, he gives them this shot, and the whole idea is that, you know, you have to be good. You have to be, you know, you have to be someone worthy of being, you know, this priest. And, you know, reform is like your payment to me. Yeah, like, yeah, you know, you find religion by, you know, all sorts of different ways, and I feel like, you know, he's gonna have his life saved, and he's gonna be, you know, this priest is gonna be like, yes, you were saved, you know, blah blah blah. Your, you know, the cost for this is to be reformed. Oh yeah, I forgot. Gus never stops talking to you. Oh wait, where's Shane? Oh, there he is. Hi, Shane. Oh, don't be mean to me. I'm just trying to be nice. Oh, I have to say hi to Linus too. Almost everyone likes pale ale. There's only a couple people who don't like alcohol, so like usually when I start making pale ales, I can like get on everyone's good side. I forget if Elliot likes daffodils. I always forget that. I know Haley does. Yeah, I already met Maru. Oh, there's Sebastian! Hey, babe. Where's Linus? Is he in his little tent? I love how you can just walk into people's houses. Like, you're like, hey, oh, what's up? There he is. You know what? I bet Linus likes daffodils. I bet Linus likes a lot of stuff. Yes, I knew it. Alrighty, back to bed. Linus likes every forage item. You know what? That doesn't surprise me. That shouldn't surprise me anyway. I didn't see Haley. I don't know what her spring schedule it looks like. I feel like she's probably like, she probably hangs out at the fountain. Okay, we're gonna keep the daffodils with us because a lot of people like daffodils, so. Oh, I forgot. So I really feel like I have Grayson kind of figured out, you know, like obviously I'm going to be exploring him a little bit more, but on the whole I feel like I've got him kind of like, ah yes, Willy, that's for Christmas. I feel like I have him kind of like kind of figured out in terms of like what kind of character that I want him to be, and what kind of like tensions I want to introduce in the story. My main plot is obviously romance. Like we're gonna have the romance between Siler and Grayson, and you know it's not quite gonna be hate fucking. You know, like they've got to have something in common. You know, they have to have something going for them. Wait. Oh no. I thought I saw little wormies sticking out of the ground. You know, are they sticks or are they worms? You know, they poke out and they move like worms, but like I've looked at things saying, oh, it's sticks in the ground. They don't look like sticks, they look like worms. Let's see. Who hangs out up here? I bet Haley hangs out up here sometime during the day. Let's go down to the beach. Beach. I want the secondary plot to be something pretty dark. I know most of my historical romances, they kind of have like a light feel to them. At least the Victorian ones usually do. Obviously, sometimes I have like kidnapping plots and stuff like that. Alright, gotta talk to Willy. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Good to finally meet you. The art of fishing. So, fishing is also kind of tedious. I feel... I like the fishing. I really do. I like the combat a little bit more. Like... It does. It makes really good money. That's the one thing like about this game, is that doing the fishing is really, really worth it, because there's nothing that makes money quite like fishing. And that's almost unfortunate, because I feel like you spend a lot of time doing it when you could be doing something else. I wish fishing, you know, wasn't the only way to make such good money. Oh, I can't go out there. I have to go this way. Bubbles. In some of my games I see a lot of bubbles, and in some of my games I do not see like any bubbles. I find fishing is a whole heck of a lot easier on the PC. I don't know why. I think maybe it's just like the finger that you use, you know, and like the resistance of clicking is just a little bit different than the resistance on the PlayStation controller. It's easier to like judge where the bar is gonna end up. You know what? And a lot of stuff about this game is just all luck. In Email and I's game, I have a prismatic shard. I can't remember. Oh, it came out of like a it came out of one of my geodes. And I'd never seen one before. I mean, I've been playing this game for how long, and I'd never seen a prismatic shard before, and it just came out of one of my geodes. Like, oh hey, BT dubs, haha. Here's a prismatic shard. Never had one of those before. Oh, I have to get 300 wood for that thing, so I can. That makes you a ton of money too. You gotta get that wood so you can go to the tide pools. And I know everybody's like, wait, you should save your fish. I'm not saving my fish. Seaweed. Oh! Hello, 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 small child who should probably not be speaking to me. Because I am a scary adult. I love Shane and his chickens. Boy. Okay, where were we? Developing Sylar as a character, developing Grayson as a character. Oh shit, palm fossil. I want to be able to kind of have like this this main plot of there they are. Spring onions. I didn't realize how many spring onions could be down here. Apparently, it is a lot. Like if you come on the last day of spring, like there's a lot of them. I want to have like a plot that I've never had before, and that is like we're out west, we're in Bridgeton, the town that did not get exploded. The Marshal is based out of Bridgeton. Used to be based out of Talton, but Talton got blown up. So we're gonna kind of explore this new area that we've never been in before, other than like just in passing. Mostly in like prompts and in Drabbles. The O Marshal prompt series or Drabble series was mostly in Bridgeton or around that area. So we gotta see, you know, what we're able to do, what we're willing to do. And the plot that I'm looking for, oh, monkeys. Good thing I only did one. The plot that I'm looking for is like super dark. I want to do like a murder, I want to do a murder. Yeah. It'll be good. It'll be good. This garden's gonna be too big real soon. Serial killer killing prostitutes or not. That's dark. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. I mean, yes, it's a little predictable, but it's gonna be fun. I think anything that's gonna have Sylar have a vested interest in the outcome, which that is definitely a vested interest in the outcome. I have a tendency to have way too much kidnapping going on, so I'm gonna try to avoid having Siler get kidnapped, because that'd be kind of ridiculous. Dad cat? Oh yeah. I could see that. Dad cat. Serial killer killing prostitutes is exactly what I'm going for, what we're thinking of. It's nice and dark. It's got all the elements that we need. It's got all the vested interest for Siler, all the vested interest for Grayson. I think it would be a good use of that trope. You know, and we're not taking things too seriously. This is an Omegaverse romance novel. You know, we're not going for too much, but we are definitely going for fun, interesting story. No, I haven't done serial killer killing prostitutes yet. I've done serial killer, but it was contemporary. I haven't done it in a Western. This will be a Western setting, so it'll be a little bit different. It'll be interesting. It'll be engaging. I really hope, you know. And I haven't done a lot of like super dark stuff since my contemporary stuff. And I actually just got a comment on my old stuff that was like, oh, you know, I wish you'd do more dark stuff. And I was like, oh, well, if you're my patron, I guess. I mean, I do kind of do dark stuff on my, on Patreon. I really do. Yeah, my first story, the contemporary serial killer one. It was real short. That was back, like, I had just had my surgery. And I was bored as heck, still trying to figure out how I wanted my, my Omegaverse, to work out. Oh my gracious, my mom's calling me. Hang on, guys. My mom's calling me. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't talk to my parents a lot, and they know that Monday and Tuesday are D&D nights, so they don't call me on Mondays or Tuesdays, so they don't realize that Wednesdays can be stuff too. But anyway, they just wanted to touch base. We haven't spoken to each other since before the coronavirus thing, and so I also live with my 80-something-year-old grandmother, so she just wanted to make sure that we weren't being too unsafe. Unfortunately, I work in retail, so but Grandma lives on one side of the house and I live on the other, so hopefully that's gonna help us out when it comes to contracting diseases. And hopefully I don't get it, although my track record for getting diseases, what? Don't I have a reward? Oh no, I have a journal thing. My track record for... Oh, I don't remember how to do the journal. Oh, okay. Oh, I've missed 4 people. Oh yeah, I haven't seen Haley. Oh, your work might be on lockdown? Wow, that sucks. Like, unfortunately, I work in retail. There's no cases in my county. Actually, all the cases in New York State are downstate, and I live upstate. So, you know, I'm not seeing a lot of people too concerned. Nobody's really looking at, you know, anything with too much concern yet. Hopefully, it kind of stays that way. I doubt it. You know, Buffalo's a big metropolitan area. Oh no, half-hour from home and work. No, that sucks so hard. Like any day now. There's going to be a case in Buffalo. Like, we know that there is. Like, there's no testing here. Roswell Park is getting testing soon, but there is pretty much no testing here. So far, no one has come out with one. No one's come up with a case of anything. And I have no idea when it's going to be. Could be right now somebody's, you know, getting diagnosed, but my work is not going to worry about it until it is something to worry about. And we're just trying to... We're a really fun crowd at my job, so, you know, we try to deal with it with some levity. We cope with humor, so we all cope with humor. Oh yeah, shops in China, yeah. Like, it's tough. It really is really tough. We weren't getting a lot of shipments because of, you know, China not being able to get out get through the supply line. So far, like, all of our warehouses have been pretty well stocked. I haven't gotten any of my, like, sock back orders. I do the men's socks. Ooh, no, this is gonna be rough. I do the men's socks. I had some back orders. I don't think I'm getting my back orders, which is totally fine. You know, whatever. Ooh, geodes. Our store is pretty well stocked. Pretty much, we have so much hand sanitizer. Like, we've had it. Like, they bought it in bulk because it was cheap, like, forever ago. And, like, we still have it. We don't have anything for customers. Like, F you if you're a customer. Nobody gets hand sanitizer if you're a customer. But we do. We have plenty. So much hand sanitizer. Like, You want hand sanitizer? No. But we've got some. Squirt, squirt. Just one. I'm keeping some of these fishies because I don't remember what goes in the community center. And I have to get 2,000 monies so I can upgrade my backpack. But hey, you know, if I end up coming down with something or end up in quarantine, that is plenty of time to write. Although I am not going to be writing sick. I'm sorry. I've not done that before. I had swine flu in 2009. I was in college, and me and my roommate had swine flu together. I knew my sister truly loved me when she gave me puffs with Vicks VapoRub and orange juice, and not only that, she got me a cheeseburger from Burger King. McDonald's, Wendy's, no. Had to be Burger King. Like, I could not. I was like, you know what would be really great? Like, I legit was like, I am dying, and the only thing I want is a cheeseburger from Burger King. And my sister actually went and got me one. So I knew she truly loved me at that moment. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. We're taking this. We don't need bait yet. Unfortunately, we can't steal it, but whatever. Okay. Sebastian being all sad in the rain? No, I don't think he's sad at all. Like, that's just saying, I don't think he's sad. Like, one bit. It's Sebastian. It's raining. He's extra. He's a goth. He belongs out here in the rain. This is his true element. His rainy ocean day. He's so happy. He just looks sad. That's his happy face. He's only happy when it rains. Yeah, he talks about how all the frogs like are out when it's raining, and like how all the frogs are happy and stuff. I wonder if oh, flounder. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't need that for the community center. The community center doesn't like change because of the update. They just like put flounders in. He might say something about the frogs today. I'm gonna talk to him before he leaves. Damn you. Anchovies. I always thought, oh yeah, so my track record for, like I had swine flu, and actually one of my coworkers was really funny today. She's like, you had swine flu? And I was like, oh yeah, back in 2009 I had swine flu, and it was pretty terrible. It was pretty awful. I thought I was dying. And the only comparable thing to swine flu, was when I got the measles. And I did not write when I had the measles either, because number one, I was really tired. And number two, wow, when you have the measles, like, every single thing is terrible. Every single thing is terrible. You can't look at a backlit screen. So couldn't be on my laptop, couldn't play my 3DS, could not look at anything. Like, my eyes were so photosensitive, and they remained photosensitive for a year. Oh, son of a bitch. question. Yeah, they remained photosensitive for. Oh, he said something about a frog. Ah, he's so cute. Um, and my ears would ring, like they would ring all the time. It was awful. I could barely speak. I couldn't listen to music. Like when people would talk to me, I would like wince because my ears would be ringing so bad. And like, of course, you know, from the measles, you always hear about like, oh, this kid went blind from the measles. And I'm like, well, I totally understand that because my eyes were like, they felt like they were filled with freaking sand. And, oh, this kid went deaf from the measles. Yeah, I totally understand that because my ears were ringing so freaking loud. And, like, that was comparable to swine flu. Because swine flu, it was like, oh, God, it's like a horrible respiratory thing. You cough so hard that you throw up, you know, like, it's, like, it's really terrible. It's, like, really awful. And, of course, like, all of your professors are like, oh yeah, but you have to do all of your homework. Like they had remote stuff, like they quarantined you in your room for swine flu, and it was kind of stupid. Like obviously, you know, with this one, they're taking it way more seriously than they did with swine flu. I'm amazed that swine flu didn't get, cause legit, we actually had swine flu. Like, you know, we actually got it, you know, and it was, you know, it was bad. But their policy, my school's policy was that 150 kids had to die from swine flu before they would shut down the school. Well, thank God that like governors and stuff don't let schools, you know, make these decisions, and that like Andrew Cuomo is, you know, backing the whole, you know, schools soon. All the SUNY schools, they're like, don't come back from spring break, like, you know, just stay home, just don't do it. Because 150 students dying from swine flu to shut down a school, that's ridiculous. I'm like, are you serious? And of course, that was leaked to me from like probably 2 years later, after I had the swine flu. When I was a senior, I talked to one of my professors, and he was like, oh yeah, this was our policy. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that's so irresponsible. And thank God that's not happening this time around. I think the fatality rate is, you know, kind of is getting to people. I think it's unnerving everyone. Thank God. But swine flu was no joke. Like it was some serious business. I was not happy. And of course, like, you can't actually quarantine yourself when you're in a dorm. You know, the bathrooms are down the hall, you know. We had to, like, make sure that no one was in the bathroom when we would go. Like, we had to have, like, scouts go and see if there was anybody in the bathroom. Awful. Terrible. No good. No bueno. I'd love to be able to work on stuff if I was sick. Unfortunately, I am usually a mess. A big, giant, hot mess. Laying on the couch. Being just totally freaking useless. And of course, if I got this one, I wouldn't be at home. I would actually, I've already decided that, if I were to start like actually showing symptoms or even being exposed to something, I would leave the house, and I wouldn't be around my grandma because I don't want to be responsible for accidentally murdering my grandma. But I think I'd probably have to have a family member like come and make sure that, you know, his grandma shows symptoms, you know, take her to the hospital or whatever. But of course, if we were both sick, like, hey, I could go do that. But of course, they'd want to put me in the hospital too, and I'd be like, F you, I'm going home. I can't pay for a hospital. Oh no. All of my energies. Nuggets. I don't have enough energy for this. Do 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 do. I don't have anything to eat. Oh no, I don't have any field snacks. Oh no, I'm starting to feel exhausted. I need one field snack. Come on, there's gotta be like a little maple seed somewhere. I always forget which trees are maple trees. I think it's the ones with the big broad leaves. Oh, there's a horseradish. Oh, nice. See, I forget. That you can this. There we go. Do morals give you like a lot or a little? Oh, I have a decent amount. Plus 20. Hey-o. Like, I don't know what my real contingency plan is. You know, like, cause you want to be able to plan for this stuff, but you really can't. Like, you really can't plan for stuff like this. And I definitely didn't plan when I had swine flu. Like, that was not a thing. I did not plan. I was like, oh yes, I'm young and fit. I won't get sick. Yeah, no. That was not a thing. I was very, very, very sick. And of course measles, like you don't plan for measles either because you're like, oh, I've had 2 vaccinations for this. That's not a thing. I'm not gonna get sick from the measles. Like, how could I possibly get sick from the measles? That's ridiculous. My mom got me vaccinated. 14 days and not know it, you know, and that's crazy to me. And that's one of the reasons that I'm like, okay, I know objectively that I have allergies and that I cough when I have allergies. Like, I know this. This is, you know, this is something that has always happened to me, that, you know, I cough when I have allergies and they are allergies. And, you know, and I can look myself in the mirror and I can say, you know, JD, when you wake up in the morning, you get out of your bed, you don't have a cough because you haven't been outside yet. Like I can look at myself and be like, this is reality. You don't have coronavirus. You know, by the end of the day, yes, you are coughing because you have been outside. Pollen, all this. It is March. It is warm. You know, you have allergies. This has been your allergies for the past 5 or so years. You know, this is not coronavirus, you know, but I still think about it all the time. You know, I'm just like, oh my God, what if one of these, you know, buttholes that came into work gave me coronavirus and I don't know it yet, and you know, and I'm exposing my grandma to it, you know. And thank God, you know, we do live on opposite sides of the house, but we come together for meals, you know. We don't like hang out. And honestly, she's never caught anything from me. I'll have like the flu, I'll have like a cold, I'll have, you know, anything. She's never caught anything from me. Whenever she has anything, it's always like bronchitis that she got like somewhere else. Like, I've never had anything from me. But this would be the one time, you know, like this would be the thing. And like normally, if I'm sick, it hits me like a sack of bricks. When I had measles, it just like, oh God, it hit me so hard and so fast. And like, I think they're gonna have a really hard time with containment wow, we are so off track here, but they're gonna have a really hard time with containment just because um, it's asymptomatic for, you know, up to 14 days, and you know, you don't necessarily have any idea that you do have it. And not to mention, like, the only reason that the World Health Organization was able to eradicate smallpox and was able to like form teams to be able to do it is because it was so easily identifiable. Smallpox has a rash. Measles has a rash. Of course, measles is like, that's even worse with asymptomatic. Um, but this is just like, oh yeah, it's a bad respiratory infection. Well, like, like everything else. It's just gotta make its rounds, I guess. And I'm peeved about it because I live with my grandma. You know, like, what am I supposed to do? Just leave her to her own devices and go live with my boyfriend? No, I'm not gonna do that. Like, because mostly I just want her to, like, I want her to stay in the house, but, you know, she's like, I'll be a raving lunatic if you make me stay in the house. And I'm just like, well, better to be a raving lunatic than dead. Like, I'm not playing around. So, back to the point of the matter. We are not even close to being done with Jasper and Warren. And of course, you know, here I am, you know, talking about Grayson and Siler, and we're not even close to being done with Jasper and Warren quite yet. But you know who we are close to being done with? We are close to being done with Mort and Triss. No, that's not what I want. We're close to being done with Mort and Triss, and what I'm probably gonna do is, because I have a commission running right now for uni. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is I'm gonna end up working on that commission, and on AO3 probably putting out one of my other Patreon stories, kind of how I did it with Wolf Rising and The Flesh and the Spirit. Just kind of put it out, you know, so that I'll have a little bit more time to work on my commission, because right now I've kind of just been like doodling and noodling with my commission, and not working on it, giving it the attention that it's supposed to have. So I think we're gonna do that. I don't know which one I'm going to. Kitty! Who wants to name my kitty? Somebody name my kitty. No, we're gonna name my kitty after a character. Oh. Oh, heck yeah, we're gonna adopt this cat. Like, how come they always do this? Dudley, what the heck? Like, well, how come they always want me to name my cat Dudley? No, we're naming my kitty. Wow, we're gonna name my kitty Gabe. There we go. All done, Gabe. More because it's hairy. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. More. Okay. Wow. Yeah, be a good kitty. Oh, I am tickled. Alrighty, let's get on these parsnips. Oh yeah, got all them parsnips. Heck yeah. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Stupid Walmart. Oh no. I ran out of seeds. Thank God it's not Wednesday. Alrighty, we're gonna water all the rest of this so that we can get our seeds and come back and put them in. So I'm kind of weighing. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Okay, so I'm kind of weighing like what I want to put out on Patreon. I'm leaning towards something that's gonna get a bit more traffic. Something that I think is gonna be a bit more popular. Nice. Wait, I had other stuff done. Okay. Nice. Three sardines. I'm not doing that. Open. Oh, it's only 8 a.m. Oh my God. I'm rooting through all y'all's trash. Nice. Nice. The thing that I'm thinking would get more traffic than anything else is That Most Human. I think contemporary alpha omega male cute couple, kind of dark, and it's funny, you know, like I do dark stuff on Patreon. I don't necessarily do a lot of dark stuff on AO3 anymore. So that would definitely hit like a target. And I think That Most Human was, I think, you know, that was a pretty popular pick. I'm pretty sure. If I could drive any traffic from that, like that would really be nice. If I could just get a little bit of like an uptick. Oh man, I can't reach that. Darn bubbles. Just a little too far. I'm not very good at advertising myself. I feel bad whenever I do it. Usually, like, cause I'm not shameless enough. Like, I see like artists who are like, oh, look at all my stuff, and I'm like, yeah, their stuff is so cool, and I'm so glad that they're advertising, and you know, like, I never have these ideas that are like, oh, I feel, you know, well, why are you always advertising to me? You know, I don't advertise to me or anything like that. Like, I never ever think that. But for some reason, I always think, oh, I'm being annoying if I'm, you know, advertising my stuff on Twitter or like giving myself a shout out, you know, like on any social media site. I'm always just like, no, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear you talk about yourself and like these stories that you did. You know, don't bother people with that kind of stuff. And I guess it's kind of sad. But I really do think that, like, I really do have this thought that's like, oh, nobody wants to hear about that. Nobody wants you to talk about this, which I know is not right. Like, if I wanted to, I could just advertise once a day, every day, and probably no one would be bothered by it because, like, really, honestly, who's watching, you know? I'd probably hit all sorts of different people. Ah, I knew Elliot came down here in spring. And I have one of those card things, but I think I'm just gonna switch out the link to my card thing. I feel like card things are like for Gen Z. I'm probably just gonna switch it out with my Patreon again. Like, oh, whoops. But I got 2 new patrons. So if they are watching me, hello. I'm glad to have you. I send out an automatic greeting with every new patron, and I hope it's not like weird. I have to look at it again because I get nervous about this stuff. Oh, send them an automatic greeting, and you're like, but what do I say? Just come to my Discord. We're all friendly, which we are. Like, I'm so proud of the Discord. Like, I've never had. It really only takes one instance in which someone is like a meanie McGee or like kind of weird, where, you know, everybody gets a little like weirded out by that one person, and then of course your moderator, i.e. me, because I don't have other mods because I don't trust people. You know, the other mods are like, oh, this person's being a weirdo, like, but what do we do about it? And then, of course, you waffle back and forth, like, oh, what do we do about this? What do we do about this? It's like, I don't know. What do you do about that? Yeah, like, the Discord does feel super safe, and I feel like one day, in the middle of the day when I'm working, like, somebody's gonna come in and be just like, oh, all of you are, like, awful people, and you're terrible, and just terribly destructive, and, you know, like, JD is a pedo or so, I don't know, whatever the kids accuse you of being these days. And it's gonna be like, oh no, and everybody's gonna feel like all weird about it. Because that's happened to me before, like in other servers where, you know, you like somebody comes in and they just start like just wailing on you. And just like absolutely trolling you, and I'm really proud of our server, because no one's kind of like just come at me and been like, you know, oh, you know, you're an awful person and blah 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 blah, you know, like, ew, trying to troll me or anything. You know, I've never had commenters from like way back in the day, because I've had, you know, you guys have all seen the bad comments. Oh, Harvey. Hi, Harvey. You know, and it doesn't matter if, you know, if you don't say much, that's totally fine. Like, it just seems like it's had a really good energy, and I really dig how the server kind of like deals with issues, and has all that niceness to it. I really like all that niceness. That's one of my favorite things about my server. Backpack! Before I accidentally get too many parsnip seeds. Alright. know, I feel like lurking is definitely encouraged. I obviously the validation is like unreal. You know, like the amount of validation that I get is unreal. So like I feel like it would be absolutely ridiculous to be like, yeah, I don't get enough validation. You know, like I definitely get like probably more than I deserve. I'm so grateful for like all of the impact that everyone has made on that server, and all of the positive things that we've been able to accomplish. Because it's definitely not just me. You know, you guys are out here giving me these great ideas. You know, really contributing to the server and to all of the stories. And and sometimes, you know, I'll be like, oh man, I have so many ideas. You know, I don't have enough time to get through all my ideas. And then you guys will throw something out, and I'll be like, oh fuck my ideas. Like these are cool. Like these are better than in what I got planned. You know. Um, and I really appreciate, you know, you guys coming out and really really giving it your all. Like I feel like I'm like some little league coach, like like patting y'all on the back. But it's true, you know. I really think you know you guys have such incredible imaginations, and you're able to kind of just like uh, offer up these incredible story prompts, and you know I get to them. There's some prompts that I don't get to until I feel like it's maybe later than you guys intended for me to get to them. But I do get to them. I kind of try to open the prompt tab and work on them as the inspiration strikes. And even when it doesn't, you know, when I'm just like, you know what, I need to be doing something right now. I don't feel like writing, but I need to accomplish something. I'll go into the prompts tab and I'll be like, you know what, I'm doing a prompt tonight, and there's nothing that's gonna stop me. And I feel like that really helps to keep the creativity alive. There's Of course, I get the freaking fertilizer right after I planted all my stuff. But that's one of the ways that I stave off like writer's block. I haven't had writer's block in years, and really, it's really just because I force myself to work on this stuff, and I make sure that. Ah, yes, this is Robin. And I make sure that I'm able to work on stuff so that I won't, you know, get complacent about not writing. You know what? We're gonna make a shit ton of this. Stuff in there, but I can't believe you guys wanted to watch me play Stardew Valley. Like, man, this is like the most boring game. I mean, obviously, you know, I feel like it's be the most boring game to watch. Like, like I saw the results of the poll and I was like, are you guys for real? Like, just wanted me to watch Stardew Valley. You guys are weird. Don't get me wrong, I love Stardew Valley. But dang. Alright. let's go do something exciting. Let's go see what's up in the mines. Let's go get our wooden sword and bop some slimes. Ah, Stardew is so nice to wind down, and honestly, like, when I was playing it, like, all day, like, I would legit just, like, write and play Stardew Valley. Like, I would just pause sometimes, and, like, in between writing, I would play Stardew Valley. And I have a day off tomorrow, along with Hobo. Hobo's starting her vacation, but I just have a day off before I have to work like 6 or 7 days in a row. So it'll be a good time tomorrow. I'm going to be working on Morton Triss. Oh yeah, I don't get a wooden sword. I get a rusty sword. The wooden sword is my next upgrade. Long drive. Oh, okay, but is it a long solo drive? Because that's the best. I love long solo drives so that I can like, I can just like look at stuff and be like alone. I love being alone with someone. Oh yeah, I love the solo drives. Oh, they're great. Hello, Geode. 3-0 drives. Oh yeah. My parents live about 5 hours away, and it's just far enough that you get a little tired. Why does that slime not look green? Why does it look yellow? Oh, jeez. Leave me alone, you weird yellow slime. My poor mom. I was like, oh, Mom, I've got something kind of going on. She goes, oh, I thought Wednesday was a good night. And I was like, ah, oh, no, I'm so sorry, Mom. I love my parents so much, but we don't talk like we should. They're always busy. And I'm always busy. Well, and I guess I shouldn't call this busy. Wow, I'm not really... Maybe I should talk to my parents, but... You did a 5-hour drive for an X? Okay, okay. I can't really say anything because I have done really just ridiculous things for, like, booty calls. That's a good reason to want to watch Stardew Valley. The whole, like, oh, I'm going to be doing something and don't want to have to watch. Although, Monster Hunter is kind of like that, though. Like, you would never have to really watch Monster Hunter. Like, I'm just doing the same thing, just flying around and hitting monsters. Oh, sick. Wow, man, I am just wrecking it today. We are going to get to level 5. I try to get 5 levels in the mines, like, every time I do it. Just because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. Every time you go into the mines, you try to get 5 levels. I'm gonna get 5 levels really easy. Nice. I really like the mines, except they don't make any money. Like, they really don't make any money, mostly because I save everything that comes out of the mines. Man, I'm gonna get 10 levels today. The spirits are happy. They must be. Of course, watch me not get the next 3. Come on, come on. Come on, spirits. Spurts. Let's go. Spurts. I'm gonna doesn't get mad because I love it when that green film comes over and like all the monsters attack you, because like generally I have a better time finding uh, finding things when monsters are attacking me, like the staircases or whatever. Yeah, see? Look. I would not drive 5 hours for anyone. Like, I'm sorry, man, woman, no. You're not getting 5 hours out of me. I'll do it for my parents. That's it. That's it. We're not doing... I would not do that for a romantic pursuit. It would not happen. You would not catch me. You would not catch me doing it. Like, you're a way stronger person than I am. Oh, this dude's special. He's not like other slimes. Oh, son of a bee. He hurts. Jesus. Stop it. Stop hurting me. Keep hurting me. I don't think I'm gonna get to 10. Wow. Jeebus. Small magnet ring. Alrighty. Could use that. He's a dick. Yeah, he made you drive 5 hours. Like, damn. I would never do that. Okay, I've done that for a booty call before, but he was a real sweetheart. He wasn't a dick. No! Leave me alone, you freak! There we go. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it! Oh well. Let's go home. I wish... I love these mine carts. Man, I need to get those. Yeah, see, I don't mind long distance. It's just like... I like to look at the pretty person that I'm dating. Like, every once in a while, you know, I think Alex and I, like I'm ace and everything. It's just... I'm definitely not Arrow. I do like my romantic relationship. I really like the romantic aspect of my relationship. I like holding hands. I'm definitely a very mushy gushy person. But I don't need physical affection. That's not something I'm interested in. Slime. I don't want to sell anything. Man, I'm gonna have to get another one of these little chesties. And Rob, somebody remind me to take these to Clint. How much wood do I have? Oh, not enough. Did I watch TV today? See, you know, it's interesting because I can recognize that people are sexually attractive. I can see it and go, oh yes, this person is hot objectively. But like the concept of actually like doing the do, like for me, like with me involved, I'm just like, you know, honestly, I'd really just like to watch. Like, that'd be real great. Like, you don't, like, don't touch me. Like, don't touch me. Like, any like, concept of someone actually touching me is a no-no. But, like, being involved doesn't bother me as long as no one's touching me. like, and like I've had a good time. Like it's not like I don't enjoy myself. It's just like like please don't. Like just please don't. Just please don't touch me. And I've driven because like the one guy I drove because it was like, no, this guy, he's cute and I'd like to make him happy, I guess was my intent and my thought process. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I was just being nice. But yeah, like, and of course, you know, we went on a hike and that was the best part. So like maybe that was like I went on a hike with this guy and he's cute. I really like hiking. Like somebody hike the AT with me because I really like hiking. That's the most romantic thing you can do with me. It's hike the AT. Oh, I need dunes. Yeah. You know, usually I put furnaces on the inside of my house, so I guess I will. And usually I put a chest right next to it, but I'm trying to get enough wood to get that bridge to the tide pools, so. Alright, I'm searching my mail. Okay. You know, and I haven't been giving anybody gifts to have a date for the flower festival thingy. I never have a date. Theoretically, you can have a date the first time, theoretically. But I don't think you can have it with Elliot. And Elliot's my bae. Oh, yeah, I totally feel you on the, like, panicking a little bit until you're clean. Yeah, I feel that. I actually made, I made Alex go get me his towel, his clean towel that he had just put in the wash last time. He gets real sweaty. Like, I know, oh my god, TMI, I'm oversharing. But, yeah, I made him get me his towel, and I legit slept with his towel. I was like, yeah, I need this towel, and you're not getting it back until tomorrow because I'm just gonna sleep with it with me. Oh, I'm a disaster. Like, and like he definitely knows that, you know, it's not my favorite thing to do. So he just kind of like rubs my head, and I really like when he plays with my hair. So he'll play with my hair like pretty hardcore. Like he'll play with my hair for like a couple hours, which is good. I really like the playing with the hair. Ooh, rhubarb seeds, nice. Except for exorbitantly priced. It's ridiculous. Look at how ridiculous these prices are. Okay. Oops. So I've headcanoned that my little Emery boy is an Omega and Elliot is his hot alpha. We're definitely, that's my headcanon. Yes! Oh, doesn't he just look like a cute little Omega? Oh my god. And Elliot's like a total babe, so he's obviously our just like really hot alpha guy. He's real strong under that ridiculous little suit thing he wears. Here's my boy! It is panning out as I hope. Mostly because I get to talk to you every day. My sweet darling. I feel like maybe I'm just a little bit creepy and like Elliot's like, maybe I don't want to talk to this boy because he drools over me all the time. But then again, Elliot knows he's beautiful, so he doesn't need me to drool over him for it. Let's see. I don't need the coral, but I do need the clam. That's okay. We're saving everything. Just in the in case. I'm interested in knowing how other people organize their library. Cause like, I always try to put like the man-made things together. You know what I hate about this? Okay, so... Oh, you can redo where everything is. Except for, here's the bad thing. Like, it's so difficult to get stuff into certain... Oh, well, maybe the update took care of that. Like, I used to not be able to get stuff down in those lower tables, but it looks like I can now. And hopefully the update patched the... on PlayStation, when you would play D&D with Sam, Sebastian, Sam, was it just Sam and Sebastian? No, it's Sam, Sebastian, and somebody else, I feel like. Maybe Abigail's there. When you would play D&D with them, you could never make Sebastian happy. You could not, you literally could not do what he needed you to do for you to pass that interaction. Which I always thought was, like, really unfortunate. No, I think we're gonna save our money. Oh, a copper bar. I already did that. Oh, I have to pick it up out of the thingy. Oh, I could give this to Elliot. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go back down there. I'm pretty sure he likes daffodils. Like, most people do like daffodils. There's only, like, a couple people who don't like daffodils. Like, I'm pretty sure Sebastian hates all flowers. Like, I'm 90% that he hates all flowers. And I don't know if it's, like, a hate or just, like, a dislike. But he definitely does not have a good reaction to most flowers, I think. He loves void eggs. But he hates void mayonnaise. I guess maybe it's just because void eggs look fun. Oh, hi, Abigail. Oh, how are you? I hope Elliot's down here. I have no idea how long he stays down here. My beautiful boy. Aw, he doesn't like daffodils. Oh well, we tried. He loves lobsters. He likes some weird stuff. He loves lobsters. He loves duck feathers. I literally only ever have ducks because Elliot likes duck feathers. He likes wine. He likes any alcohol, but wine is like his, you know, I make more wine than I make anything else. Come on, come on. Give me wine. He's funky. I think he likes octopi and like squids and stuff too. I'm thinking after I'm done with Uni's commission, which that's gonna be a while. Oh yeah, he does love pomegranates. Oh, but the pomegranate tree is like so expensive. He would like pomegranates. How extra. So after I'm done with Uni's commission, I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually do the male alpha, female omega. I want to, you know, I want to see how a male alpha, female omega story would do compared to the other, dynamics. Like stat-wise. Because, like, when I look at my stats, I can have the exact same number of hits on a story that's like an unconventional pair, and have the exact same number of hits on another unconventional pair, but depending on what the baseline is. So, like, for example, like a het couple will have like a baseline this, but they're omega, you know, but it'll be a het couple, you know, it'll be Hugh and Amelia, or you know, it'll be like female alpha, you know, male omega or whatever. You know, I'll have these stories that, you know, they have a comparable number of hits, but the amount of kudos will be vastly different. So, like, for example, if you look at stories that have the same, relatively the same amount of hits as Trespass Sweetly Urged, will not have the same number of kudos as Trespass Sweetly Urged. Trespass Sweetly Urged has a ridiculous ratio of kudos to hits. Willie, do not. Willie! He lets me spot. So, like, I'm wondering in terms of that, like the hit to kudo ratio, like where the male alpha, female omega story would hit. Because, you know, you have, like, I feel like mainstream romance, like, people who read that would be attracted to that dynamic setup, because it's not very different from what they normally consume. But also, we're not talking mainstream, you know, we're talking AO3. So, like, you know, where are you gonna hit? Willie likes my spot. That's my spot, Willie. Damn him. But, of course, now the question is, you know, do I do a story that has more free roam, like free form, kind of flowy narrative, that I can just do whatever I want with, or do I do something that has a little bit more structure to it, i.e., Wendell and Georgette, who, by the way, do not have names that I would have honestly picked. But, like, they were side characters. I didn't intend for them to have their own story. You know, do I finally, you know, ease everyone's curiosity with Wendell and Georgette, or do I work on a story that, you know, I don't have a lot of background for? I've done a Drabble for it. Which would be Everett and Mabel. I feel like Wendell and Georgette's story is so ridiculously cute. Like, where she's this ugly duckling, you know, she has this transformation into this, you know, beautiful swan. And, you know, he's spoken to her before, he's interacted with her before, but he's never really met her. You know, he's this super handsome guy, and, you know, and she's just like, oh, great. And she's just obsessed with him, and she, you know, she spies on him and ends up meeting Triss, her best friend, because he's being a ridiculous gay and spying on Wendell while he's naked. It really would go well after Mort and Triss. Of course, it would be after I was done with Uni's commission, so it'd be a while from now, a couple months, but you know, I feel like enough people would remember. But is the same demographic reading it is really the question. Like, I know I have a core set of who are reading everything, but you know, I have several people who are like, oh, she's working on something that I'm not interested in right now, so I'm just not going to read it. You know, so who's really reading it? Are the people who would read Mort and Triss going to read a het romance? I don't know about that. You know, I look at that and I'm like, I really don't know if that is a thing. I don't know if people who would read, you know, okay, all right, I can sell all this. I don't know if people who would read that are reading Mort and Triss, you know, like yeah, it would go perfectly after, but also, you know, let's look at the reality. Oh, my kitty's on my bed. Oh, I don't get anything for that. How dare. Level up. I love that font. Look at that font. More money to spend. Alrighty. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I want to hear. Fences, fences, fences. I obviously need to make another thingy and do some organizing. Alright. Let's do some organizing. Nah, yeah. We gotta do some organizing. This is unsustainable. I'm kind of excited. All right, so maybe I'm like one of those really gullible people, but I really wanted to do like ghost hunting in at my job, because my workplace is the building was built in the late 1800s. It is the second oldest place that I've ever worked, but you guys know I worked at that one bar that I lived over, and it was super epic haunted. And this place is definitely haunted, like assuredly. Like it is definitely haunted. Like things just today, you know, I hear this noise and I like look over and something's like falling off of a shelf, and it's like there's no way that fell off by itself. But I need to pet this cat. So I ordered one of those cute little Ovilus things that they use on Ghost Adventures, because I'm just like, yeah, like it'll work, whatever. Like it'll probably like say some dumb stuff. stuff, and like my boss will be. I feel like we're just gonna be doing a spoof, you know. And my boss was like, "Oh yeah, I'll pay you back for it." I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, so you know, and he actually might get the like the full spectrum camera or whatever that we have to get to do like a video, even if we're just spoofing. Like he'll just be like, he'll get it. Because he thinks that's fun. He thinks that's funny. Like, oh, haha, JD wants to hunt ghosts or whatever. Like, and like maybe I'm like super gullible and like, you know, this stupid thing is like, oh, it just talks or whatever and doesn't, you know, it doesn't actually let ghosts talk to you. Ghosts aren't real, JD. Like, you know, I'd really like to incorporate like some of that. I've already incorporated some supernatural stuff into my Omegaverse stuff. I'd really like to have like some ghost stuff in it, just because I love spooky stuff. I love the whole ghost aesthetic. That whole aspect of the supernatural. I really like the whole idea of spirits and ghosts and like being able to contact like beyond the grave. And I've been actually talking to like people. There's several people who trade headcanons with me sometimes, just as like on a lark. And some of our headcanons are based on like really old headcanons that I have had way back in the past. And one of them was that this alpha's, you know, having dreams about this Omega giving him this really cute Omega giving him blowjobs at night, and you know he doesn't recognize him. He's never seen him before, but you know he finds this old picture in the attic of, you know, this Omega, and he's like, oh no, like this Omega's a ghost and he's sucking my dick, which I always thought was funny. That's a funny one. At least I hope it's funny. So I have a really weird sense of humor. Oops. Sucking dicks. Nice. I just feel like I kind of feel bad for whenever I make like characters like this, you know, because I'm just like, oh great, oh yeah, they can never be together ever. Like, it's terrible. Yeah, yeah, it was on Tumblr like a long time ago. Gosh, I just feel so bad for characters when I do that, because I'm just like, ah, yes, you can never ever be together. Alright, so let's make this my, like, gardening. My gardening shit. This is gonna be my gardening one. So all of my organic stuff. And this one's gonna be my, my like, just... I always make one on the inside for, like, stuff that you make shit out of, like, all this stuff. This one's gonna be like stuff that I'm supposed to be doing stuff with, like this, and like I try to put some community center stuff in here too. I'm gonna put But usually I can try to keep... normally I can remember what I have for the community center. Some of my other ghost, I had some paranormal Omegaverse things. Ah, yeah, community center, fudge, yeah. I'm excited. Heck yeah. I had some good paranormal ones. One of them was like little Omega's mom constantly scares suitors away, but finally like this one alpha kind of like wins her over a bit, and she doesn't scare her away, and but she's on thin fucking ice, which I always thought was, you know, like, oh, you can't keep, you know, suitors away from your kid forever. I think I had another one about like an old motorcycle, which I thought was really cute too. Oh, and if anybody has any questions about writing Omegaverse, whatever, obviously I've been talking about all sorts of weird oversharey things. Let me know. And also, if you have anything quotable to say about Twice Shy, if you are a patron and you've read Twice Shy, I'm working on the cover for my Kindle book of Twice Shy, and I'm looking for something to put on the cover for it. Generally, I try to scour through comments and kind of look for something that is complimentary. But Twice Shy was only ever available on Patreon, and Patreon does not get the amount of comments that AO3 does, so I have not been able to kind of like go through and get something quotable. So if you've read it and you think you have something quotable for me, something, you know, that you find on the cover of romance novels, just let me know. It's not like a huge rush. Obviously, because I still have to make a couple. Yeah, you just scream in the Discord instead of comment, like, which is fine. Like, everybody loves that. But of course, it makes it really difficult for me to find what, like, something that is usable for, like, you know what I mean, usable for book cover purposes. I have some stuff. I have some stuff for pretty much everything else, which is good. I already have formatted The Devil in the Deep, so I'm probably actually going to. Obviously, I'm not doing any advertising. I don't have a agent or like a publishing house to do advertising for me, so I'm not doing that. So, you know, despite the fact that I can pump out Kindle books really quickly, it really doesn't make any difference for me because I don't do any advertising. I probably should do more advertising than I do, but I don't have the spoons for that. I try to be good. I'm a real boy. I try to be good. Sometimes it's hard. Alright. Cauliflower seeds. How many days do I have left in spring? I have to go look. Oh dear, it's 10 o'clock already on this eastern seaboard. No. Get out of my way, Lewis. Darn you. Lewis? No, past your bedtime. Well, yeah, it is. It's 10 o'clock. I mean, I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer, just because I am feeling that little tiredness. I'm just going to plant these cauliflowers. Oh, I have to get my fertilizer. And you gotta drive tomorrow. Like, y'all can't be staying up forever. You gotta drive. Boop, boop. Oh, you're sleeping during the day. Yeah. I'm gonna do this whole dealio. No, staying up eternally is generally not good for the body. It generally, I mean just generally speaking. Green. Aquamarine. Nipple? Wow, no. Your keyboard, you know what? Your keyboard is right on the money here. Nipple. Right on the money. Like, I stand your keyboard. Yeah, yes. Come on, how do you not stand the keyboard that really says what you mean? Nipple. Nipple. Okay, I don't know if I talked about this last time I streamed, but there's that one TikTok video that's got the ridiculous animation, and she's a vet tech, and it's auto-tuned, and she's like, I'm a vet tech, and this lady came in with her little dog who was covered in bugs, and, like, turns out it was just the dog's nipples. And the way she says nipples at the end, where she's like, doesn't your husband have nipples? And I'm just like, I died. My sister sent me that. I'm like, every once in a while at work, like, because I showed it to all the girls I work with, we're like, ma'am, doesn't your husband have nipples? Oh, it's too good. Like, why? Why is that so good? That's got like epic Vine energy. Like, ma'am, doesn't your husband have nipples? Oh, just wild. And you know what's sad? It's like, yes, there are so many people out there who are like that, and it's just like so many people are like, how come, like, people aren't that stupid? Yes, they are. They are 100% that stupid. Like, people aren't that stupid. Ah, yes, we found the person who's never worked in retail. Oh, God. It's, like, just so sad. Doesn't your husband have nipples? Yeah, anybody who doesn't think that people are that dumb No, I need to eat something. Shit. What do I have? What do I have? Alright. Eat dandelion. What am I, Geralt? It's funny. Witcher jokes. Sick. Nice. Alright. I feel like I'm gonna be streaming this, like every single time now, because I'm just like, now you guys are invested. You guys are like, oh yeah, this is what we're doing. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, you guys are invested now. You're like, oh, this is our farm. We've built this together. All right. They're annoyed today. Luck will not be on your side. You know what? Joke's on you. Luck's never on my side. No, you turd. Oh my god. I'm gonna actually need a scarecrow. What a fucker. I'm gonna have to make a scarecrow. Alright. Let's hope most of these wild seeds are parsnips, because I need to get those, okay, some of them are. I need to get, 5 gold star parsnips for the community center. I have to talk to the wizard today. For the... I forget how you say it. Junimos? Junimos? I don't know, they're cute. The little... Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. I'm doing my best. I should probably save... I have to get some parsnips, and then I want to save some money so that I can get, oh, if I could save enough money, I would get a pomegranate tree just for Elliot. I don't want to well. I've got plenty of water. It's Tuesday. All right. We're gonna go talk to the wizard. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Pelican Town. You know, I didn't know what a horseradish looked like until I started playing this game. And I had no idea what a pineapple looked like when it grew until I started playing Farmville on Facebook way back in college. Man, college was so good for Farmville. Like when I was not at college, I couldn't play Farmville because I didn't have the structure of my schedule. Like if I didn't have the structure of my schedule, like it was just like no holds barred. Like I could not do, like it was like, oh, your pineapples are ready to be harvested on Farmville, and it was like, okay, except one problem. I'm not ready to harvest my pineapples. Like in college it would be like, oh yes, I'm not in class and I can get to my, computer and I'm going to be on it, between this time and this time, like easy peasy. That's why I'm so glad the Stardew Valley like has its own timetable and it's not like real time. I had to explain that to somebody that Animal Crossing and like Farmville use real time for game time and like mind blown, And that's one of the things I didn't like about Animal Crossing was that game time was real time. Because even though that's very novel, it's very novel, but that time moves and when you're not there, and that villagers can move out of your village without you consenting to it. That was a big problem for me. I lost my favorite villager that way because I didn't play for like 2 weeks, and then I just like it just tapered off. I couldn't like play anymore because I didn't have my favorite villager, who was Dell, by the way. Dell is like the grumpy. He's a grumpy alligator. Actually, I'm gonna look him up right now. Make sure I'm not like. I knew his birthday. Yeah, he's a cranky alligator villager in Animal Crossing. He was my absolute favorite. Dell, I had a picture of him because like you can do that one event where you get like pictures of your villagers if you can answer questions about them, and I had a picture of Dell and I had it like sitting out. Like I had a picture of like Maple and like other ones because I could remember stuff really well. But Dell was my favorite. And so I had like his picture sitting out in my house because I loved him so much. And then he moved away and I was so mad. Like I had his house all decorated with stuff that I gave him, and like I had his he would wear like clothes that I gave him, so he would like walk around in this ridiculous looking rainbow tank top all the time, and he was just like so cute and he loved me so much, and then he moved away and I was very sad. And that's one good thing about Stardew Valley is that nobody moves away, so you can't like just wake up one morning and have a letter in your mailbox from Elliot saying, hey, I've decided to not, bone you. Ah, yes, we're ready to have a nice acid trip right here. Oh, wow, that gives you energy? That's sick. This is unlike any acid trip I've ever had. Like, communing with nature. I've never communed with nature. I've been outside. I've never communed with nature. Like, it's like, usually it's just me, like, swiping my hands along the bushes as I'm taking my walk down to the pond and going, ah, yes, Beyonce, I am Beyonce. Sick. Let's go. Ooh, now I have all this energy. Let's go run and do shit. Oh, well, you know what? I have to go to Pierre's because I have to get the parsnips. Fuck. Yo, we're gonna work on this community center. Like, now that I have the community center unlocked, like, shit's done. Like, that's all we're doing. Like, in me and M's Stardew Valley that we have together, our co-op together. We are a rock in the community center. Like, it's not even funny. We have so much. We have so much of the community center unlocked. No, talk to me. I love how she's like, oh yeah, it'd be really great if you could, you know, fix up the community center. You know, like, I'm the carpenter and everything, but I just don't feel like it. Let's get this shit done. I should have stopped by and picked up a leek. Oops. I always put him in the wrong spot. That's okay. That's okay. Gotta get my shit done. I like to put him in the right spot, but I am a boob. Do 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 do. I'm sleepy too. Oh man, you're reminding me of how sleepy I am. I don't think I need 10, but I really am getting dippy. Yikes. It's rough. It's a rough time out there. Was there anything else that I was supposed to talk about before I go? I forget. We were talking about Grayson. We already got the stuff with the priest out of the way. Nah. Like, I don't think there's anything else I was supposed to talk about. I've already overshared. We were just talking about priest. Trying to figure out if we're doing Wendell and Georgette. Oh, wow, I did need 10. Nice. Oh, I'm good. I think that's it. I think that's it for this stream. But I will be on Discord, after this. So if anybody is still hanging around, if anybody still wants to chat, I'm probably going to be on Discord for a little bit. I'm probably going to be doing some formatting, for some stories, probably for some Kindle books. I can probably get The Devil in the Deep done tomorrow, and have it live by tomorrow night or the next day for Kindle. Not that anybody needs to read it on Kindle, because I'm pretty sure y'all have read it for free. So if anybody wants to talk about Animal Crossing, because I'm definitely getting the new Animal Crossing when it comes out on the 20th. I haven't pre-ordered it, but I'm just going to pop into GameStop probably. Or I might just download it if it's just downloadable. And if you want to talk about Stardew Valley, if you want to talk about anything else, let me know. I should probably let this day run out before I get off. But I'm gonna be around tonight. I don't know how chatty everybody's feeling. Obviously, I am always chatty. I don't like to be touched, but I do like to be talked to. Whoops. It's just how it do. Oh, that's what I should do. I should go get a leek and put it in the community center. That would be useful, wouldn't it? You might be chatty. I could, you know. Like, Discord's like one of those things that sometimes I just do when I'm in bed. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'll just get on and I'll be chatting with y'all, but I'll actually be in bed. But tonight I do have my laptop right here. I'm gonna go put this leek right into the thing, get a bundle done, and I think that might be it for my day. I'm not sure yet. Because I still have so much energy. Look at how much energy I have. My little Emery. Look at him, he's so cute. Look at his little face. Oh my god, I want to just pinch his cheeks and then have Elliot rail him really hard. He is so cute. He's so cute. Man, if you could just nest in this game. Bundle complete. Spring seeds. Oh shit. Except for they're like, I always save the spring seeds until year number 2, or when I have the greenhouse. Oh, I forgot it does that too. Shit. I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff. Okay. Alright, I'll do this. Because I have time. Let's see, what do I have? One of those. I have 2 of those ones. Nothing from there yet. Nothing from there yet. No. Okay. I have a bunch of stuff that I can put in. And then that's it. That's all we're doing today. Where's my potato? Oh, there it is. My potato! I know y'all watch, like, some of y'all watch Supernatural. I was thinking about getting back into it, but I can't remember if it's available on any of the shows. Oh, Haley, hello! There we go. Give someone a gift. I already did that. I gave Linus a gift. Oh, does Linus not count as a person? Or, like, what? Worms the old cockles. I'm too shameless for that. Like, I just said that, no shame. Worms the old cockles. I'm not shameless enough to be able to advertise myself, but I'm shameless enough to be able to say that just straight-faced. I'm just like, I am really feeling it tonight. I am just feeling tired tonight. Really feeling it. And that is so unfortunate. And you know what? Let's see. I need like this. I have no idea what I actually need to make a scarecrow, but I do need one, so there we go. Stupid. Oh, damn it. 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 There. His name's Herbert. Boop. Alright. Okay, that's a good night. Alrighty. Goodbye, everyone. This was fun. We should do this again. Little Emery, I'm sure, would love his farm work done, and we can definitely stream again soon. Hopefully, I do not get coronavirus. Hopefully, maybe I'll stream more if that happens. You can hear me cough up a lung, and I'll be at the boyfriend's apartment streaming Stardew Valley while dying horribly. So take care of yourselves. You are also not allowed to get coronavirus, because wow, I would feel so bad. And I'll see you next time when we stream, and maybe I'll chat with some of you on Discord in a couple minutes. So have a good night.